Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's discussion video where we are going to be looking at informed consent in counseling. For this week's video, I used the informed consent form for a counseling firm called Gregory Family Counseling. And so now we're going to take a look at some of the differences between that form and the ACA Code of Ethics, the American Counseling Association Code of Ethics. So, looking through the form, it seemed to be in good shape. There were a lot of things that are covered by the form that are also covered by the ACA Code of Ethics. But one area in particular that was a rather major difference and that I felt was kind of concerning was that it did not cover the informed consent in assessment. And so, if you're looking at the ACA Code of Ethics, this is in section E3, informed consent in assessment. There was nothing about this in the form that I saw. E3A, explanation to clients. It talks about the client explaining the purposes of the assessment, or the counselor, explaining the purposes of the assessment to the client. That's not covered. And then if you follow it to E3B, it talks about the recipients of the results. The form talks about confidentiality, but does not talk about assessment or releasing results to qualified personnel. And so, and that leads into E4. It talks about how the client would know if those assessment results are going to qualified people. Nothing like this is in the informed consent form, and in all honesty, those are really the biggest differences that I saw. Now, but other than that, the informed consent form was in great shape. It had the counselor's qualifications. It covered confidentiality. It covered payment methods. It covered what to do in case of an emergency. So all in all, it was good. I just wish it would have covered the area of the release of assessment data better. I also would like to have seen the informed consent form cover client neglect, what the counselor's rights are, like what the counselor's responsibilities are, in cases with client neglect. That was not covered either. Those were the main things I noticed. I hope you enjoyed this discussion. I look forward to working with you in the future. God bless. Bye-bye.